I was nervous at first, and the coach was just like, I need y'all to go downstairs and go talk to some people real quick. From there it led to, meeting people like Jamari, like Jamal, like just new friends for later in life, and getting ideas that have been trapped, like behind closed doors out there.
Good coming into this. I usually do stuff like this in a lot of programs, and it's another position for me to voice my opinion on how I feel about the school board.
Just like Y.E.S said, I'm also used to doing a lot of these programs, breaking barriers, living Christian ministries, so just being in these spaces and knowing the impact that I and also everybody else in these areas have is amazing. So yeah.
I love it. And that's why I asked Miss Cherish if they planned on keeping in touch with the kids here, because I would really like, instead of just being here for 2 days, to be a part of this community. I felt very welcomed here. I felt, like I got, like I said, a new group of friends that I can just walk down the street and see. I can be like, yo, what's up, how you been? And even touching base with people who struggle with mental health and who, just feeling like they're by themselves. Coming here for the past 2 days have made me feel like I'm not by myself. There's other people struggling like I am. So tell them yo, I've been there before, and just be there for them.
I feel like this is bigger than us, honestly. Also, I want to point out I'm about to graduate, so I want to be able to keep in contact with them, so I can still bring my experience from out. Because you learn new stuff every day, and this is too short. These 2 days, I feel like it's too short. So I want to be able to come back even after high school and bring more experience to the younger kids so that they have it easier.
I definitely very much appreciate this work because in a city like Buffalo, dealing with modern segregation and things of that nature, having these spaces and these workshops are very important, especially for youth, because lots of times we have adults come to us, talking to us, but we don't actually have good representatives coming to us, which I feel like the youth need, because that is what makes other people want to dedicate themselves to this work. And just being vocal and being there for people and showing people that they have power.
And I like being here because it's not no traditional learning experience. You get to say your mind, and they actually listen to you instead of schools. They teach you how to think, what to think about. You can't say, and they listen to our ideas because we're the ones going through it. So it means more. It has more weight to it because you're not seeing it from the outside. You're seeing it from the point of view of the people that's affected by it. And I feel like that's a big thing in more schools. More people should actually take mind to it, matter to it, and actually realize what's really going on inside our schools.
Oh, it helped me realize and see that we are heard, and that lots of people want to help us in these spaces, and also it helped me realize that there is always somebody that we can talk to, even when we don't feel like we have people or resources to grasp onto, because a little bit before I came here, I was standoffish a little bit because I didn't know if people were gonna actually want to hear my thoughts and opinions on certain things. But then just people opening up to me and actually wanting to hear what I had and actually being oh well, that's a great idea, or whatever the case is. That very much helped me out a lot. And I hope it's helping y'all and everybody else in this space.
From the point out, I feel like it should be longer because it's kids around our age when they start getting to the streets, dealing with drugs and all that, because they have a lot of time on their hands. If you had the right education, the right amount of time, coming here is it's like an intervention basically. So I feel like if they had this for longer periods of time, they wouldn't have time to start dealing drugs and want to drop out of school, and they would actually take more initiative to educate themselves instead of waiting for the